Give me a moment, everyone. Alrighty, so I went through and did a couple of changes beforehand, and I didn't realize at first that my voice was very quiet. Good evening, everyone. This is a little bit of an oddity. We got 2 streams in one day. How astounding. We are going to continue on with our playthrough of The Room for Old Sims. I will say I do love the idle audio from the game. It is very nice. It is very simple. It just works. I love how it is at the beginning. It just... Now, let us begin. Now, as we load, I'm hoping that everyone has had a good day so far. And because I am actually remembering to do this, it's your Mother Beast speaking. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's actually been a really good day so far. Now, I think where we left off, we had just unlocked... not this room. A room. Aha! This room. We had just unlocked this room. So... Hello. I blinked out for a second to check something. I actually didn't get to see what room that was. Apologies. We are in the Japanese gallery. Oh, there's the book. History of Japan. Let the stories unfold. My mind blisters. I can't. It has the house. It warps everything. Edward, how could you? What is this? I can't. Mazes within mazes, within mazes, within mazes, within... Oh God. It burns. I have to get away from him. If I can distract it, feed it something else, if I can buy a moment, I can get out, I can fetch help, I can run. Run, girl, run. So, one of these, I think this goes there on the one seat. That's out in the garden area. This seems to be something. I don't think I can do anything with that one just yet. Nope. It needs a moth. This is requiring something like that. Let's take a look at this bookshelf. That's requiring a piece. That opens something up. A carved brass sphere, which, in my opinion, looks like an eye. Hey, that wasn't trying to rotate that, but I did, apparently. Is that a harpoon? That is a harpoon. A clam, which looks like it needs a knife. Or something. This is missing something there. Oh. Okay, so... So here's a knife, which I think is what I need for the one thing. That's very generic. I need wait, can I move? Nope. Still feel like I'm missing something here. Maybe this goes here? No? Nope. Maybe it goes here? Nope. Oh, wait. Octopus. I knew it looked like an eye. Alrighty. Hello, viewers. Welcome to all. Thank you for joining me on TikTok and Twitch. I appreciate everyone who's come to join me. I am your mother bee. Nope. Star-shaped thing. Okay, so anything else? Apparently I'm missing... Oh, wait. Maybe this... Nope. I still... Nope. Feel like... something Hmm. Oh, I get it. It requires something that fits there. I feel like I'm still missing something. Yeah, let's... A tier of the pagoda box. I should inspect it at all angles? Oh! Yaha. Okay, there's that, and then... one of the few times I've actually had to use one of these hints. An ornate box. That opens up something. Oh, wait. Okay. So... okay, fly to the spider. Spider to the... bird. Bird to the cat. Is that correct? It is! Huzzah! Okay. That should bring me over here. Which then I can, in turn, do this. Do that. Do that. Do that. I think this is the final rotation. And then I can get a harpoon, which I know where the harpoon goes. And then there's this box. But before we mess with that... let's go in here and... into the maritime room, to where we can put the torpedo. Actually, okay. That in turn rings the bell falls. Small iron bell. which opens up a gear. Maybe I can use the gear in here? Ooh. Is it here? No. Is it a one in here? Yes. Oh, wait. Anchor, ship, serpent. Okay. Anchor is to the right, but upwards. Almost there. Maybe it's just a lot of rotating till... Hey! Hey! Okay. Huzzah! Okay. Nope. Okay, let's... Oh. Hey, okay. Fire in the hole? Hello, welcome everyone to my stream. Thank you everyone so kindly for joining me. That is a long line of fuse. Well done. We have gotten the artifact. And I will say, this is the one room that the tentacles make sense for it to take over. It's the maritime room. Of course there's going to be tentacles. I mean, there's only one person that is saltier than some of the people I know, and that's Cthulhu. Ha! Sorry, that was bad. Oh, I enjoy my dumb jokes. That... Is it this one or that one? Alright, that takes over that. The maritime room complete. What lies below will inexorably claw its way above, dragging the helpless back down with them. I've scoured the depths beneath the waves and emerged gasping. And now to continue. Let's open up the artifact. What shall it reveal that we may need? Hey, Parchment fan, I know exactly where this goes. Now, whether or not I can open it. That's a different story. Alrighty, so what we need is triangle down, star. Star is to the top here. Not square. Or not that. Diamond thing is there. Plus is there. Circle there. Okay. Okay, so I have confirmed that. Now, with that, I can now bring it over here. Aha. Aha, aha, aha. There's that one. There's that bead. There's that. There's that. Hey! Okay. That opens up this section. Which is still missing whatever, which means I have to finish this part. Which is up here. Because I put this here. I do not have a thing for that. Nor do I have a thing for that. Nor do I have a thing for that. Where else could this go? I need a spot that needs triangle bit. Oh. Oh, wait. A blunt knife. I thought that was holding something else. Now the blunt knife comes to the clam, which opens that up. And this is where the pearl goes. Circular metal casing. Anything else? No. Okay. Now that can go here, which will allow me to attach to that. Now let's see. Now it's got like paw print. Maybe it was here. Here required paw print? No. Paw print! Okay. So let's go in there so I can at least see. So I go forward, forward. That rings this gong. That's one down. Now move this, move that, move that. Now let's ring the second gong. That brings down the next one. Alrighty, so no, okay. There we go. Hopefully. And I believe this is the final gong that opens up that little cubby hole in the front, which should give me the next part. No, it gives me the next eye. Now that part is done, so it should close up. Anything else I am missing? Nope. This other eye for the octopi. holding up. This. Now it raises up. Does that raise question? And we get to see the artifact. Which is great. A model spire. I think this goes to the house. Somewhere. Of course. Which I think goes right there. Hey! Now what does this unfold into? Looks like the tower, but it's an art studio, of course. It requires something. Oil painting. This looks like it's from Henry. Where are you hiding, Abigail? You've turned the house into a maze. It must still be here. I can feel it. Everywhere and nowhere at once. Why would you betray me when we were so close? I want only to share this with you, to restore your family status and pride. Why do you fight me? You are still here. I can taste you. I will rip this house out from underneath you, under you, with my bare hands, if I must. I tear through your sculptures. Imagine I am tearing out your heart. You can't stop me, Abigail. I'm sorry, sir. How crazy are... Why is there... Okay. So, an ornate decorated egg. Who would thunk it? Wait. That's a fly. Okay, the fly must go in this bottom section. Well, that's good to note. Looks like I can view in there. This is where the artifact is. That's good to note, too. Anything else I should be aware of? I mean, something goes here, obviously. I don't think this belongs here. There must be... Yeah, I'm just... That was a situation. something must lift it or change how it's viewed, because there's supposed to be a window here. That's the thing. Well, back into the Japanese room. Which I am already aware. This goes here, which does something. An intricate egg sculpture. Okay. This one, I'm just gonna take a look. Okay, so I think this one goes in the garden. Oof, God. And I believe it goes here. It does. This one's the stag beetle, which goes in the art studio on the left side. Okay. Hello, and thank you everyone who has viewed and joined me on the playthrough of The Room for Old Sins. I appreciate all of you. And now over here is where I place this one. And a stone carving, which requires me to go back to the garden. Why do I know this? Because I remember a statue over here. Here we go. There we go. I was right. I remembered that statue from before. And here's the little guy. And now we turn the water, taking it from here, which then brings it around into the fountain. It spurts out. Past the Goyle heads into these different contraptions. That raises this up. So, the pattern on the outside... Nope. Is what it's supposed to be. Okay, we're getting closer. Nope, that's again the circle. Maybe too big. There we go. That gets that one going. That allows it to change the channel. Don't flip that channel like you do on TV. That was another bad joke. Apologies, everyone. I am, as they would say, the tired. Now we gotta make this one this star. If I do. There we go. That one was fairly simple. It just meant moving the one to the other side. Moves it on to this one. Oh. There we go. Now I've got to make a regular star. Actually, let's... Okay, so... Nope. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and now the red needs to be extra sharp. Nope. Nope. There we go. That solves that one. Which turns off that water, or allows it to move on to the next section, filling out the canal into here. Okay, it's taking a copy. Wait. Maybe like that. Okay, there's that part. Okay, so this one needs to be down. Like so. And then this needs to be flipped over like that. That opens that. Aha! And now we have acquired the strange artifact from the garden. Now the tentacles are slithering their way around, consuming the garden-esque space. That should be this one, right? Alrighty. Garden complete. A trap so gradual, so divine. Its victims are oblivious to the end. The shackles of the earth could not bind me, but I felt their thorns pierce my skin. Where are we at on time? Hey, we can get a little bit further in. What's in this artifact? I think it's gonna be... I was gonna say glass pane mirror, but mechanical cicada makes a lot better sense. And guess what? We know where that goes. That goes where the dragons are, in the Asian pavilion of this house. Or Japanese pavilion. Yeah, that one. And now we get to put this here. And watch as it flaps towards the middle, opening up the two sides. Two halves of a whole. There's nothing for you to grab onto. But there is for you. Nope. It clamps down. And then raise it up. Yo-ho-hoy. A miniature pagoda roof. That's quite the find. This goes onto that. Which makes it the triangle wedge thing. Which allows me to stick it up here. Oh. Ah, yes, the dragons do not want to be near each other, so we gotta clamp their faces down to where they can't move. Like giant magnets. Does not need to be that high. And it connects a bridge. Anything else? If I somehow complete 3 rooms in one stream, trapped underneath the wooden latches. Miniature pagoda roof. Now that I'm done with that part, I can now put this here, put that there, and attach the lid. It now finishes up the space, lifting up. Oh. Okay, light. Goes there. Which goes there, which will travel that away to here, which will go down. So these little switches get to touch. Which gets the red fan to spin. Those two are digging. There's that, which comes over here, which will get moved to like so, which gets moved down here, which makes the other fan spin. Can you feel it, everyone? We have unmistakably completed 3 rooms in this one. As the tentacles take over the Japanese room. Very on brand. Especially with that octopus table. Originally I was gonna stop it there, but look at that, we just almost hit an hour. Thank you everyone who's come to join me on Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube. Not YouTube. Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Alright. Japanese galleries complete. Travelers are easy prey, seduced by the mysteries of a new world. The seal is nearly broken, but is my journey ending, or am I but one more naive traveler? I think this is gonna have the window thing that I need. Yes, yes it do. Stained glass panel, which if I'm correct is gonna be something like so. I hope. Oh wait. Okay, just a little bit more. Oh. Might I actually end up finishing this room in just a few? Okay, it's blue side and yellow side. Okay. I was nearly close. Though, was it... tail on top? Okay, tail, tail, leaf, leaf. Tail, tail, leaf, leaf. Okay. And I know it's not a leaf. Okay, and then I also... Huh. Maybe like this? No, I'm looking at the wall now. Let's see if that works. Oh, wait. That's her. With a key? A key with a swan motif. Where could this go? I didn't realize that could be opened. The infinite spiral. There's her. Working at it. And who is that? They slashed something? Is she slashing? Or fight? No, she knocked a lantern over. Or whoever... No, that was her husband. He tore and destroyed everything. I was not expecting to finish this room. I thought I was gonna leave it only at the 2. We just barely hit over the hour mark. And I think we are almost done with the room for Old Sins. Because there's only one thing left. After that. Art studio complete. I have plucked every limb from this beast. Now only the heart remains. Let's do a hydration check real fast before we finish this. Okay, so I was not expecting to complete this game as fast as I have. Heck, I feel like I had harder time with the room 3 than I did this one. But I feel like this is taking us to the attic, which we are already currently viewing in, so take that as you will. The attic. How? There's a note there. Abigail, if you are hidden, reveal yourself. Perhaps together, there's still hope. Never again will I threaten you. I feel better now. I can see clearer. Sounds egotistically narcissistic there. The house is not itself. I'm leaving a trail of notes, but they amount to little help. Occasionally, I stumble on a note I swear I have yet to write. If you see me, tell me to stop and rest. You are always the one who made me rest. Yep, there's that. Anything? Nope. Wait. Yes. Ow. He finds her there. Oh, we're getting to the room within a room within a room thing. Aren't we? Oh, I don't like this. These parts always make it feel so uncomfortable. So, here's the kitchen. Okay. Abigail. Doors open to brick walls. Stairs lead nowhere? The house shifts and coils. I have searched this labyrinth for days. Always, I am led back here, as though there's still something I am to learn from these walls. You're right. You were always right. If you do not find a way out, do not hesitate to take it. Do not wait for me. Do not look back. I am forever yours. Edward. Nope, I gotta find him first. Okay. I think this goes to the kitchen. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. Now, which room was that? Oh! The oddities room. Which he then finds himself in. And now we're getting even further into the madness of things. And where did the roof go? Okay. The books. They are filled with our thoughts. The entire library. Month upon month of our lives. I have witnessed my own madness firsthand. The ramblings run for pages. I see now how terrible it must have been. I have read a book about me reading the book I am reading. A strange sensation. I know that you are no longer here. I have read your escape. Thank God you are safe. My remaining hope is that one day you will return to find and read my apologies. I will keep writing for you as long as I am trapped in this hell. I'm sorry, Abigail. I'm sorry. At least he recognizes he's going mad. Now, where in the great googly book is he? Actually, a better question is, where am I trying to go? Okay, trying to go to the attic. Nope. Okay, so this is there. So, I need to get to here. Wait, no. Which one of the ways is through here? Okay. Okay, there we go. Goes there. Which then goes into there. Which then goes into there. Which then goes into there. Nope. Which takes him over here, which... Okay. Maybe it's this room? Nope. Huh. I cannot recall. Okay, so he goes this way. That's that room. Then goes to this room. Which is that room. Which then in turn takes you here. Which is down here. And then to the attic for sweet, sweet Abigail. I can search no longer. There's no point. I am a rat in a cage, but only now do I finally see the bars. You saw it, Abigail. You saw through it from the start. Felt it worm its way through the house, our marriage, our lives, the dollhouse. You fed it the dollhouse. Quite brilliant. It is you the circle should have engaged, not I. Fly free, beautiful Abigail. I am sorry. my dear. I am sorry. A sorrow. Yours, Edward. My dear, to see where you have come, to see just how much your wife cared for you, and that concern. And there we go. This is the Null. The Null. Now, to escape as, well, it tries to grab and tear through everything. It's getting thicker. Oh, if you have slight issues there, do be warned. And now, back to the briefcase with a special locking mechanism. Perfect for the Null. Now with that, we have solved the situation as being one of the Order. We have brought back the Null. Please don't tell me this. Okay, good. And that looks like it is the final piece. Congratulations, you've completed the Room for Old Sins. You navigated the labyrinthian halls of Weldegrave Manor and overcame the trials within, escaping with the Null sample intact. My employers have the soul they desired. Mr. Lockwood's frustrated ambition made him perfect prey. But Mrs. Lockwood is another matter. It seems it was the fate of all involved to underestimate her resolve. Even my employers cannot trace her. One who can evade the circle is one who must be found. Collector Report, November 21st, 1908. Now, as a thank you for the players. Thank you for playing the Room for Old Sins from everyone here at Fireproof Games. We worked hard to give our players a fresh glimpse into the Room universe, and we sincerely hope you enjoyed the fourth game in the series, meticulously updated for PC. As an independent developer, we rely on player feedback and recommendations, so if you like our games, please consider leaving a review. We sincerely value your support and any feedback you can give. And with that, everyone, our time with the Room 4 has come to an end. As always, I do appreciate everyone who's come to join me as I play through these wonderful puzzle games. I feel like things like the Nancy Drew games I've heard of, haven't exactly played, have similar concepts to go through. I love the kind of games that lets us think and solve and try to uncover the mysteries behind these all. Now, if you are watching this on YouTube later on, do hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and follow for more. If you're watching on TikTok, I appreciate everyone who's come to join me. I know this has been a little longer, and I appreciate all of you who've stayed. Twitch followers, one in many. Share when you can. Follow for more. I enjoy everyone who's taken their time to watch me take care of these. I enjoy these games quite a bit, and I enjoy sharing my interests and fun with you all. I am your Mother Bee. Mother Bee is going to buzz off to bed now. And I hope everyone stays sweet and have a good night.